Greetings and salutations, everybody. Wow. I just had one of the most interesting 15 minutes of my existence. I'm telling y'all. I know that we are 43 minutes late, and I'm never normally late, and if ever late, not this late. But I just had a really, really interesting. I just had a really interesting. Vivek, how you doing? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the chat. How is everybody doing, my beautiful peoples? I've missed all of you. Listen, I just had Tony. I realized you were calling me Tony, but I had one of the most interesting 15 minutes ever. Very few things can throw me off, but this certainly threw me off. What's going on, peoples? What's going on, peoples? Today, we're supposed to be doing our discussion today, and we're going to be discussing something really important. Roxanne, what's going on? Vivek, what's going on? How you doing? We're supposed to be discussing if it's worth telling the truth. Growing up, they tell us, that fable about what's his name, Abraham Lincoln. Is it Abraham Lincoln? No, George Washington. George Washington, when he chops down the cherry tree at 6 years old or something like that, and his father confronts him and he says, "Dad, I cannot tell a lie. I chopped down the cherry tree." How is everybody doing? I just had a very interesting 15 minutes, people. Let me explain. Let me tell you what's going on. Roxine, welcome to the live. Welcome to the chat. Tony, what's going on? Vermont, I don't know if you are here somewhere in the back, my brother. Vivek, thank you so very much for being here. I know that we usually do every day, but I've been going through some stuff. Some of you are aware of it. So I decided to sort of break things down and change it around. So I like being on time. It's one of those issues that I have. I'm an artist. Bernice, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the chat. Big up to all my members who are here. All my peoples who are here. Love all of you. Thank you so very much for being here. We are just starting the hour. You have not missed anything because I am actually 43 minutes late. And I am pretty much never late. I've been late maybe 3-4 times in this live. 2 times I fell asleep. Vermont, say nothing if you are there. Tony, Damien, do not say a thing or I will not sing your song, the Hippo song, tomorrow. But people, right before I stepped into my live stream now, okay, I have a huge farm in the back of my yard. Now let me explain. Across the road from me, across from my backyard farm, and I have a huge backyard. We have how would I put this? It's like a gully, and it's just bush everywhere. About 6 months ago, maybe I'm exaggerating, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, I went out to get some mangoes from one of the mango trees. We have several mango trees in the yard, several banana trees, plantain trees, yam, cocoa, pumpkin. Y'all know if you follow my feed, you know that I have almost everything here in my backyard. And I was heading out, right, people? I was heading out. I'm heading out here. I'm just, taking my time, sipping out. All right. And I hear now, if you know anything about a coconut tree, I don't know if any of you here know what a coconut tree looks like. I know Vivek would know. I know Roxy would know. Coconut trees have these huge branches that kind of bow and bend over. All right. And Bernice. I know it's Burns, but I like calling it Bernice for some odd reason. I saw the coconut, the one of the big branches bending. Now, at that point, every single branch from every tree was touching. So if you were able, you could walk from one end of the entire backyard, right, to the other end, from tree to tree to tree, from limb to limb to limb to limb. You understand what I'm saying? I look up and I see the branch. If there's no wind, and I see the coconut branch bending like this, as if something is walking on it. I'm saying, what the heck is that? People, I look up and I'm saying, oh my God, look at that cat. What's the cat doing on the banana on the coconut branch? It was not a cat. It was a rat. People, I've never seen a rat in my yard. This rat was humongous. Listen, I know Jamaicans love to exaggerate, but let me tell you something. This rat was massive. I was like, what? Now understand that we have literally never even seen a rat in the yard, but it's such a huge yard, right? And we grow so much things. We do know that because of what's happening across the road, across the gully from us, we probably have rats there. So we have baited the entire yard. The entire yard is baited. When I look up Tony Damien, I'm saying, what? This thing was huge. It was male. Its balls were bigger than my own. They were huge because I was looking at his balls. I said, what is this? And I'm like, because I'm trying to get this rat to run. People, the rat looked at me and the rat kind of said, what's up? You good? What's up? You good? I was like, no, I'm not good. Get out. And the rat was like, what's going on, man? I'm good. I'm just chilling. I'm just picking some fruits. People. Now listen, I am not afraid of many things. I am not generally afraid of most animals. As I told you, I love snakes. I love lizards. I love spiders. I'm not a big fan of listen, on the door, let me start laughing the stream because the stream just started. People, it was humongous. It was not afraid of me. It was like, yo, what's up? What's up, bro? What's up? What you doing? So I was like, and it was like, yo, what's going on, man? What's going on? I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, man. Vermont, no Vermont. It was huge. Listen, I'm not joking, people. This thing was massive. No, Vivek, it was huge. It bent the bow. So, I called my exterminator, right? I'm like, yo, Mr. Fulton, you got to get here. He said, I can't come. I'll come tomorrow. So he came the following day and we rebaited the entire yard, right? Could not find this thing. Couldn't see it. So I have a landscaper who comes. He comes, Lance and the guys come maybe, I'd say once every 2 weeks. And they take care of our grounds, right? So Lance comes and I'm saying, Lance, I'm telling him about the rat. And he's saying, you are exaggerating. Come on, Peter, there's no way. About half hour later, I hear. So I go outside, I said, what's up? He said, Peter, that's the biggest rat I've ever seen in my life. And the rat's just walking from limb to limb. And let me tell you what was happening. My East Indian mango tree, we got maybe 75% of the mangoes. The rat was eating the other 25%. And when the rat ate the mangoes, of course, if you touch the mango, you cannot even go near it ever again. And it was eating all the mangoes in the yard, eating the bananas, eating the... Look, I've never seen it. Mr. Fulton, what's going on? Thank you for sharing us out. Thank you, Tony Damien, the Queen, for sharing us out. People, never in my life have I ever seen anything like this. This thing freaked me out. Listen, Lance, he was like, Peter, I've never... So what we did is, because it was just walking from tree to tree. It wasn't even coming on the ground. It was just walking from limb to limb to limb. So what we did is, Lance baited the trees. We found out that it was living in the bough of the coconut tree. That's where it was actually living. Now, the bough meaning how the coconut tree is okay, you have the coconut tree and the branches come up and out like that. So it was living in the inside. That's how huge this thing was, people. So after baiting it and looking and searching, I woke up about a month ago. No, 2.5 weeks ago, I got up. Went out and Linda said, there is a rat out there. When we saw the rat dead, this is the rat dead. It was, I measured this thing from head to tail. What's up, Kita Bay? Was 13 inches. Now the tail was about 5 of the 13 inches, but this thing was huge. And I'm like, okay, I finally got rid of the rat. Okay, thank you, God. So of course I had to get rid of it, throw it outside, whatever. All right. Okay, that's cool. That's cool, Mr. Fulton. Thank you for passing that. All right. Bernice, you're laughing. Listen, people. So we think everything is solved now. That what happened is, because it's like an alpha rat, it's humongous, right? I mean, this thing's balls are bigger than my own. I ain't kidding. People, 5 minutes before the live, I go to the back of the house. And I was going to close one of the screen doors. When I look on that patio, there's a huge rat. Not about half the size of that rat, the king rat. I call him the king rat, Mr. King Rat. So I know that no one in the house is going to go near this thing. So I had to, and it wasn't dead, by the way. It was alive. So I had to get it, bag it, and get rid of it. So that's why I was born 3 minutes late. Let me tell you something, people. Kidame said, I did a good thing today. I did American Idol audition. Oh, that's really, really cool. That's really, 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 really cool. Congrats. So that's why I guess I was technically 13 minutes late. People. Wow. And it was on the back patio. We have cats, Vermont. I have literally, in the entire time I've been here, I've owned this property. That's the second time. I mean, the first time was the other day when I see King Rat. And so I had to get rid of the rat. So and there was because if I left it there, Nyla ain't going nowhere near that thing. And I wouldn't want it to because it was alive. So what's going on, people? Oh my God. People, unreal. What you won't do for love. You try everything and you don't give up. In my world, only you. People, man, I tell you. Wow. You see, that's the thing, though. If you have a farm, you have to deal with all kinds of critters. I have mongoose who come into the yard, birds who come into the yard. Mongoose, I don't know if you know what a mongoose is. They are, no, we don't have snakes. Jamaica has snakes, but where I am, you're not going to see any snakes. You see that there might be some of the grass snakes and kind of stuff. But if you are like in St. Elizabeth, or if you're in St. Anne, or up in the hills, you might see the boars up there. And the mongoose were brought into Jamaica 200 odd years ago to kill snakes. Yeah, mongoose are like little raccoons. You're right, Nick, Roxy. Thank you so very much. They kind of look like little raccoons, but smaller and slender. They're kind of slender. Or they look like giant rats. I mean, you choose. It's one of the two. But so I have to deal with them, and I don't have a problem with the mongoose because the mongoose, they eat what do you call them? We call them 40 legs. Jamaicans call them 40 legs. I think you call them centipedes, the poisonous ones, because I've had to kill some this size. The biggest one I killed was about was nine inches because I measured it. I measure stuff. It was 9 inches long, a 9 inch poisonous centipede, and it was in my kitchen. It was in my kitchen, and 10 to 1, it was trying to escape a mongoose. Yeah, and people, let me tell you. Wow. So welcome to the live. Welcome to the chat, people. How you all doing? What's going on with all of you? How has your week been? It's been raining like crazy here right across the island of Jamaica. In fact, parts of the island have been flooded throughout this week because it's been seriously raining, people, like some serious rain falling. What's going on with you people? Vermont, I have not gotten through to those people, you know. I tried to call them Thursday and today, and they did not get through. They would normally call me back. How is everybody doing? I hope you're having a good one. I hope none of you have to see what I saw about 25 minutes ago. All right, people. I know y'all must have been saying, "What's going on? Did he forget he has a life?" Wow, people. That was a really interesting experience. That was really, Ace, what's going on? That was a really interesting experience. I am not exaggerating. I'm not joking. That was something else. What freaked me out, of course, was when I saw the first really big one, and he was like, "Yo, what's up? You good? I'm just chilling, man. I'm just chilling." God, my people. Whoa. So, you know, I'm going to have to rebait the entire yard again and around the back, right by the gully bank. I mean, I'm just going to have to bait everywhere. The yellow boa constrictor, Roxy, they're indigenous to Jamaica. I love them. They're beautiful animals. I've had the opportunity to stroke one. It tried to defend itself, but I would never hurt a snake, people. I love snakes. Love them. And the truth is, I don't like killing anything. I didn't even want to hurt that rat, but I could not allow him to stay there because nobody would come down. I mean, I don't know that's inside there. Wow. That was interesting. That was an interesting moment. So what's been up with you people? How y'all doing? What has your day been like? What has your week been like? I've missed all of you. I have truly missed all of you. It is so strange to adjust from not doing the lives every single day like I was doing. It's just like a habit now. I'm just, I miss seeing you all and speaking to you all and, joking with you all. Not sure. Well, I mean, I didn't even get a chance to organize that because I was so busy, Tony, and dealing with the rat. Listen, let me tell you something, people. That was a huge rat, man. Something was. I think it was not well. I think it had taken one of the baits, but obviously it was trying to get into the house. Do you know what would have happened if that thing got into the house? Oh my! Listen to me, people. Oh my goodness. Very quiet week, no children, most parents are home. Oh, that's good. That's cool. Yeah. I think it's been a quiet week for most of us. I see some exciting things happening across the globe, you know what I'm saying? But it's been quiet. Let's face it, the last 7 to 8 months have been kind of quiet for many of us. Many of us. I wanted to discuss today the significance of honesty. We tell our children constantly every day. Well, most of us tell our children. I'm sure that there are exceptions to that rule. Tony says I have Zane here, my 9-year-old stepson. Cool. Zane sounds like a cutie pie, like a handsome young king. So I wanted to discuss. I'm still living in the rat moment, people. The rat's still in my brain. I wanted to talk about the significance of honesty in a relationship. I just wanted to talk about does it really pay to be honest, though? Like, seriously speaking, does it really pay to be honest? Let's say you're in a relationship, a new relationship, relatively new. You are very young. Roman says Not quite here. Cleaned basement, made new ceiling fan. Nice. Like, played pool for a bit. Nice. Clean the garbage. Nope, not quiet. Who did you play pool against for a month? Who did you play? Did you play by yourself? All right. I know that Roxine has been at work. It's nice when you play by yourself, Irma, because it means you can't lose. You can't lose. There's no way for you to lose. You just choose a side, and that side's gonna win. So I really wanted to talk about the relevance of teaching our children and ourselves and our parents teaching us about honesty. Everyone says, "No, I lost. I scratched on the eight." That's funny. Do you all think it is? Do you think it's? Do you think it actually pays to always be honest? Like, do you think as people we should actually really practice that? Like, always be honest. I mean, I know parents. Vivet says no up front. She said no. I know parents who lie to their children about Santa Claus uh, Halloween and all these other things. I know parents I know partners who don't tell each other the truth. So, for instance, I know partners who never ever tell each other what they earn. The truth. I mean, especially if the woman is earning more than the man. In many instances, they don't. So I've always wanted to discuss this with you guys. This whole idea of, we tell ourselves, hey, you have to be honest. Honesty is really key. You must be honest. But says that's how I live my marriage, even if it hurts. But I worked in the service sales area. Not always the truth. Tony, I really try not to lie because I don't remember the lie and I get busted. Those are very valid points. Um, Vivek says no, it depends on what. So why do we teach our children though, and why do because politicians generally lie. Many lawyers exaggerate. They don't like to use the word lie. Um, People tend to, like someone would go and they'll catch a fish this big, and they said the fish was this big. Like I could have said the rat was this big. Um, but we are told constantly that you must always be honest. And I mean, most successful business people, do they always tell us the truth? Do politicians always tell us the truth? Do parents always tell the truth to their children? And if you are Nelcourt, what's going on? Nelcourt says a black light. I say no, doesn't pay. You end up getting hurt badly. But Vivet says lawyers are the biggest liars. I think politicians beat them. That's my opinion. I know many politicians personally. I think politicians generally beat them. I think politicians, I think most practitioners of successful businesses like the multi corporations, it's like me selling you something because I'm trying to make money and I know it's not in your best interest. It's not good for your health. My question, the first part of this question though, is that why do we insist on telling our children to be honest? The truth is, if you are honest in a situation, is that going to help you to thrive in your life? Nelcourt is saying that you should always be honest because you might end up getting hurt. But I'm asking a very real question. Seriously speaking, think about it. The people who are most successful, are they always honest? Because I'm not sure about that one. Like that's something I question. Like, are they actually honest? Hey, the gaming Prince 91, what's going on? Welcome to the live, welcome to the chat. Why is it that since when we become adults, because based on what you're telling me, most of us are of the opinion that it doesn't really pay to always be honest. Nelcourt says, no, I'm saying you can't be honest because you get hurt. Oh, you're saying you can't be honest because you get hurt. Tony said, Blacklight, Sid said he will pop in after he's done getting ready for his first fishing trip since July. Oh my goodness. Tell him cool, no problem. So you are saying, Nelcourt, that honesty does not pay ever. That's what you're saying. Um, I am of I'm of a toss up. My thing is, why do we teach our children to be honest? Are we teaching our children to be honest so that they're honest with us? But the truth is, if we are teaching our children to be honest, are we preparing them for the real world? If two people are involved in a relationship, the relationship is going great. They love each other. They're committed to each other. They are romantically involved. They're sexually involved. They are committed in every way. They're genuinely in love. One person, let us say, they can't control their liquor. They go away for a weekend trip somewhere, and they're invited out by a client. The client invites them to this place. They drink. They get hammered, and they end up having sex with someone, which is something that they didn't plan, didn't want to do. They're not even aware that they did it until they wake up sober and realize, my goodness, what the heck did I just do? Are we supposed to, is that person supposed to go and tell their partner, hey, when I went away for the weekend, this happened? I mean, would you do that? Is that what we're supposed to do? And of course, I said, not ever. Not ever. Selective. I taught my kids to be selective in their honesty. Laugh out loud, Vermont. I won't tell Sid. What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, Tony, I just had fish sticks. That's actually really good. Vermont said, I don't drink. I don't stray. In love with my best friend. Not an issue. Okay, Vermont, but you might be the exception to the rule. I'm saying, what should the person do in that instance? Should they jeopardize that relationship by telling the partner that they did something that they would never do in a million years in normal circumstance, but they just got hammered and were completely out of it and did something that they never planned to do or never thought they should do? Vivid says, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I like what Nelcourt said, Angel Light Over Darkness says, I am here. Welcome, member. It's always good when awesome tribes members step in. Love, love, love you. Thank you for being here. Angel, we are discussing whether or not we should actually always be honest, if it actually pays. And I just gave them an example. Two people are in love, crazy in love, and one goes away for the weekend, gets hammered, and ends up sleeping with someone else. Not something they would normally do, but they were so out of it mentally, they didn't even realize what they did. The question is, Angel, should the person go and tell their partner, hey, I cheated on you? Or Vermont, you said you were in sales, so you weren't always fully honest. Imagine, Vermont, you have the opportunity to make a sale, and your gain from that sale is going to be $1 million to $3 million US. You're going to make some serious money. However, the product could have, in 20 or 30 years, some negative health connotations. Are you going to tell the community and pass up that $3 million? Or are you going to not tell them? And also, if you're not telling them, does that mean that you're lying? By not telling them that aspect of the truth? Or you're just going to say, I didn't tell them? Like, you see, I always wonder if this thing actually works. Like, if Vernon says, be honest, if true love relationship, it will heal. Maybe if she finds out you're castrated. That's a very good point. I mean, I can see that that point in a relationship, but do we do that though in every aspect of what we're doing? Angel says yes, because if something goes wrong, then at least they know. But what about the other example? Angel, you're going to make some serious money from this sale. Serious money. You're going to make 2-3 million US dollars, more money than he probably ever seen in your entire existence. And they're about to sign on the dotted line, but you know that in 30 or 40 years, there's a little issue there that could lead to health problems. Are you going to tell them, or are you just going to leave it alone? You know, it seems that Nelcourt kind of has it right, which is we are being honest when it suits us or when we think it's in our best interest. Like Tony said, I'm not going to lie because I'm terrible at lying, primarily because I can't remember what the heck I say. So it doesn't make sense for me to lie. I mean, I'm just saying. For me, it's Angel says like catching a sexual disease or the other person tears out of spite. Okay, but I get that example, Angel. But what about the other example? You're about to make some insane money. I sell a product. If I'm truthful, I sell the product if I'm truthful. But what I'm saying, Vermont, is you're not going to sell the product if they find out that 30 to 40 years down the line there could be a health issue. So you're not going to make that 3 million US dollars windfall. Your company is probably going to fire you, or your company is probably going to go belly up. Angel says all money isn't good money. What if I sweeten the pot and I say, okay, there's a possibility that something could go wrong? Nelcourt says, I suck at lying unless it's a situation that's simply less hurt, lesser of the two evils. I get it. Vivette says people lives are at stake. Vermin says what kind of health issue? I don't know. Chemical in the water, abscessus in the walls. I mean, it's something like that. You're just aware that it could lead to an issue. Vivette says tell the truth. That's very noble, because what I'm seeing around me is that most human beings, you know what, I did this the wrong way to people because I'd wanted to invite you guys up, but I realized I did it directly on YouTube. So I guess when we do this next week, I'm not going to do it on YouTube. I just made a mistake. But I get what you're saying. Not if it would ever end a life. I've made that choice before. But that says a lot about who you are as an individual, though, Vermont, and all of you so far in the street. It says a lot about your personality and what you are and the kind of persons you are. But a lot of people don't think like that. You know, and I think a lot of people, I know a family, a very successful business family, who have told me that they teach their children. They don't teach their children what we teach our children. They do not teach their children to always be honest. They teach their children to be honest when it is most in business, when it's generating income. They don't always need to be honest. I know that's kind of different, though. If it gives you a rash, see you in Jamaica when I'm on vacation. But I know that we have all had those moments when we didn't tell the truth. You know, like when we didn't really tell the truth. Come on, man. I mean, I had a situation where I was with someone and something happened and I cheated, and 90% of me wanted to tell the truth. Like 90% of me sending love and light. Thank you, Ace. 90% of me said, I need to tell her the truth. But there, that 10% that was screaming, she's going to leave you in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, she's going to leave. And I told her. She left in a heartbeat. She left almost instant. She packed and left immediately. That ended instantaneously. And years later when I saw her and I said, well, you know, why did you leave? And she said, well, That was just my line. And once you cross that line, there's no coming back from that line, you know. Um, Roman said, okay, maybe not all the time. We're old. I may tell her she's still hot as hell. So you're saying that there are lies that are good. Did you tell to relieve your own guilt? I told her because that was actually funny what Pervert wrote. No, quote, I told her because I know me. I'm bad at lying. I'm not very good at remembering. And I've discovered it might be a myth, but in my experience with women, women remember stuff that no living creature should remember. Like they will remember what you were wearing, the colors and the clothing and the shoe and the socks and how your hair was the night of September the 15th, 1997. And you are like, how? So I think I told Nell Court because I figured at some point I would mess up. And I also felt very guilty because what I did made no sense. It was not worth losing that relationship. It was actually stupid. I was just young and dumb. And I what I did was crazy stupid. But I'm still saying because even what Vermont just said is that sometimes you lie to your partner for a good reason. Oh baby, you're still hot. Oh man, you still turn me on, baby girl. Or she would say, Vermont, you're so handsome, you're still so handsome. I mean, it's just up to you. Angel says, see you get all of that crap out before you marry. I mean, all out because some women like me won't tolerate any of it. I get that. I get that. I get that. I get that. I get. I think in terms of honesty, right? Berman says I am handsome. Yes, you are, bro. Yes, you are. Let me tell you. I think in terms of handsome. Sorry, I said handsome. In terms of getting the crap out, Angel. Um, I kind of think a lot of us we fib to ourselves first. Like we lie to ourselves. We're not truthful to ourselves first. That's where a lot of problems start. And I think even relationships, whether it is a business relationship, whether it is paternal, maternal, man, woman, man, whatever, sensual, sexual. I think also at the beginning of many relationships, people are not honest with each other. So they don't really say how would I put it? Okay, let me give you an example. Went to a club many years ago. Went to this club, met this young lady, stunningly beautiful lady, and she had big bazookas. Forgive me for using that terminology, but we went back to my place. This is many years ago. I was single, young and dumb. I took her back to my place, and when she took off her clothes, she wasn't bazooka. She'd stuffed all kinds of things here. She was a lot smaller here than I thought she was. Like way, like 80% smaller. Now the question is, was she honest? Was she honest? You know what? No, court. No, I tell her to keep her mind at a safe place, to feel needed. She has a serious self-hate issue. Oh, okay. The court says, in business, I know dang well they're gonna lie to me. Vivek is laughing, but Vivek, the point I'm making, guys, is that did she lie to me? Because the person I took back to my apartment, that person didn't exist because I saw this girl with like bangers and I was like, and then when she undressed, I was like, okay. And then she took off her eye thingy, the long, the the lash thing. She kind of, she took off the lash thing, and I'm just like, what the heck is that? What is that? And then she took off the head, the hair thingy, the wig, and she was like a completely different. I mean, she was still nice looking, but she was like like the girl I took home. That was not the girl that was standing in front of me. Okay, Vivette said she unmasked. Now, did she lie to me? I mean, did she lie to me? Was I? Nelco says, "Oops." Did she lie to me? Did I mess up? I mean, or I mean, would you say she's just trying to look nice or nicer? Because she was a nice looking girl. I mean, did she lie? So I think kind of like a lot of us, I think most people tend to innately move towards lying than telling the truth because we are told that it just says like guys out socks in their in their pants. I have no idea what that would be, but I suspect the same. Listen to the people. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Angel, that's cold. That's cold. But I'm sure that happens also. That happens also. Is that person being honest or are they enhancing themselves? I mean, at what point is that honesty? At what point? You're not sure. Angel says, got us thinking he's packing. He's packing, all right. He's just not packing what you think he's packing. Growing up was flat chest. No, got way too much. But I don't think, Vivid, I don't think you would have done what she did to me, though. And it's funny, Angel. I've never thought about men doing that, but I'm sure men do it. I'm pretty sure. I'm a Jamaican man. I've never really had to do that. But for me, on that night, I just felt I was cheated. Mark you, nice girl. We dated. She was really nice. And I eventually asked her, but she was offended that I asked. She said she had a right. I have a right. I have a right, because I can wear a wig if I want to. I just want to look different some nights. And I'm like, yeah, but I mean, who did I meet? Isn't that a kind of deception? People, aren't you deceiving me? Aren't you just being like, I just always wonder why do we keep telling people, we tell our children, always be honest? Because I'm not sure if we should actually tell them that. I don't know if it pays to always be honest. Now, of course, it says, where did the stream go? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that not really a regular thing. But I'm just saying that should we really tell our children, for the sake of their survival, that they must always be honest? Or should we tell our children, be honest with us, your parents? Always be honest with us. So we can either defend you, we can know if you're in a situation, we won't have to worry. Um, or should we tell our children, honesty is dependent on the situation that you find yourself in? I mean, would that be detrimental to us as a community if we start saying that? It's Angel says it's a difference between a wig and a fake body parts. Okay, now look what it says. I'm selective in how I told my children to lie. But now explain how you told them to lie. Explain that. Vernon says you paint the house to sell it. It's not going to buy one that's run down. But this is what I'm saying. Are we doing our children a favor when we tell them never to lie? Shouldn't we say never lie to us, your parents? Because it is imperative that we can trust your word. So if someone says, Bobby did this and Bobby said I didn't do it, you can know unequivocally that Bobby didn't do it. But then are you I mean, this is a very slippery slope, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about it for a few. I did this incorrectly, so I'm going to do it again sometime in the week properly. But where you guys can come on and talk. But I'm just saying, this is a slippery slope because this is anti many things. It's anti religion. It's anti what we consider social morals. But I'm also saying at the same time that some of the most successful people on the planet lie habitually. I mean, politicians, um, business, some business people, some politicians, some lawyers. I'm not going to say all politicians and all lawyers are liars, but I'm just saying that is it really in our child's best interest in terms of their future? I mean, I teach my daughters about using their car key to defend themselves. It's defense because I know there's a possibility that some crazy person might try to attack them, or I try to teach them other things to defend themselves. So isn't it in our child's best interest to say, listen, there might be times when you may have to not tell the truth. Shouldn't we then say these are the times when you do not have to tell the truth? Um, Angel says, but what if the children find the parent in the lie? But I'm sure children find it out constantly. I told Nyla about Santa Claus for years, and one of her friends at school just broke it down. And she realized that, and she confronted me. Said, "Hey, Daddy, this Santa Claus guy ain't real. What's up with that?" you know. Um, and they're gonna evolve and grow. I'm just saying, should we actually teach our children the truth? Maybe we should say to our children, never ever lie to us. It's really important that you always tell us the truth. Um, okay, your child is in a car accident. All right, your child is in a situation where they could go to jail. No one was hurt, but they could go to jail but if they tell a small lie, they won't go to jail. There'll be no charges, and it won't cost anyone any money. What should your child do then? And the court says, I expect them to tell any lie they need to get out of danger. Okay. If they don't know what a lie feels like, they don't know how to use it. That's really, really good. From a reference Easter bunnies and Santa, etc. Are they not lies? That's exactly what I was saying, Vermont. That's exactly what I was saying. If I seem a little scattered, people, I apologize. But I planned out the stream, and then the whole thing with the rat kind of threw me, kind of threw me off. Because even my notes, I don't have them with me. But Nelcourt, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm alluding to. Because what you're teaching your children is what I'm saying is what you're teaching them, which is by teaching our children never ever to lie, we could be endangering our children. There may be circumstances, as Nelcourt pointed out, they're saving their lives. They may be able to save themselves in a situation by telling a fib or a lie. It's just like, I used to teach. I used to hear our parents teach their children, don't trust strangers, and then my dad said, "Son, don't trust people." Because some of the most dangerous people might be your uncle, your aunt, your cousins, your friends' parents, your teachers. Um, because by teaching a child not to trust a stranger, and I mean, just like we have found that most children are abused by people they know. That's why they step into the car. That's why they go into the house because they know the person. What I'm saying is we need to start teaching our children a more practical perspective, like a more practical viewpoint. Instead of just fibbing to the child and saying, never ever lie, because they might have to lie. We teach our children all of these things that end up hurting the child in the hope that will help the child. I'm thinking that what we need to start telling our children is what Nelcourt is doing. I would tell my children, don't ever lie to me. Don't never ever ever lie to me. I must be able to know that you. In other words, if you murder someone and I say, did you murder the person? You should be able to pull me one side and say, Daddy, yes, I murdered the person. You must be able to tell me what you did because I'm your last line of defense. Me and your mom. So, but at the same time, what Nelcord said is a very important thing, which is they have to know that there are going to be situations when the person pulls up and says, "Oh, you're from the neighborhood. Can you show me how to get to the shop? Can you jump in the car and show me?" They should be able to either scream and run or say, "No, I have no idea," and run. I mean, we have to start being kind of more honest with our children, if you get what I'm saying. Nelcoy said, I expect them to, okay. Nelcoy also said, I knew damn well they would lie to me. I just talked about the big stuff. Robert said, I taught my kids there are lies and there is self preservation. That is brilliant, Vermont. Vivid says, true. Nelcourt says, my daughter lied all the time. I did not. So I had to set her up and purposefully lie to her so she had a light bulb moment. All right, all right, all right. Angel says there's a time for all things, a time to lie and a time not to lie. Okay, so we're the conversation is progressing to somewhere else now. Because what we are saying is different from what we were saying before. Because what we were saying before is what we're geared towards doing. You know what I'm saying? Like they said to you, you must always tell the truth, and that's just not pragmatic. It's impossible to always do that. I think to really equip our children, we have to start telling it, because there's something and this is one of the things I had in my notes, and I just, because of the whole rat thing, I got lost. But scientists believe they've proven that children who lie from an early age tend to be much more intelligent children. They tend to have better survival skills. They tend to succeed in life because they're lying. And that might sound kind of weird, but it's actually true. Um, what I'm saying is we need to start being honest with our children and telling them the truth. And in so doing, then that may create a situation where we end up being more honest, because then you won't lie over frivolities and think that you probably should never lie about. Nelcourt says, Angel says, there's a time for all things, a time to lie and a time not to lie. Nelcourt said, I would fail and have failed in business because I cannot lie well. But this is what I'm saying. I'm saying there are several things that we teach, we are taught, which is why when the stream started, hey, bestie, what's going on? 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 I'm a little mentally all over the place, bestie. I'll tell you what happened. I told everybody what happened in the stream earlier. So I'm not as organized as I usually am when we do this kind of stuff. And we have not done this for a while because most of the streams have just been kind of, feeling good and singing and stuff. But I'm saying there are times when we have to lie. Like we have no option. Even as adults, there are going to be times when we have to sort of bend the truth or not tell the entire truth. All right. Best you said here. Okay, Nelcourt. Nelcourt says yes. That kid of mine, best at lying, is the best in life. But so I'm saying that's what scientists have said. They've said children who lie, and especially the children who lie from a very early age, they apparently are their IQ. They are far more intelligent, and they tend to be far more successful in life. I kind of think that we say a lot of stuff, like rote, but they're not really practical, because I don't think I can always be honest with my partner. I don't think husband and wives are really always honest. I don't even think pastors are always honest. I don't think, I think there are times when we have to either twist the truth or fib. And you are right, Nelcourt, because Sylvia, Nelcourt said something that was really interesting earlier. What we're discussing is does it always pay to be honest? Is it really the truth? And I've kind of come to the decision and the belief that it doesn't. I don't think we should actually teach our children to always be honest. I think we should teach our children to always be honest with us. Nelcourt then said she has taught her children that there are going to be times when they may have to fib to save themselves from a potentially dangerous or deadly situation. Vernon even said earlier that he did sales and he had at times to lie. And we've discussed the fact that some of the most successful people on the planet of Earth were people who have bend the truth continuously. How practical is it for us to say to each other, you must always be honest? Are you always really going to be honest with your partner? Are you always going to be honest with your children? Because even as parents, we can't always tell our children everything. I'm sure that any of you here who have children or grandchildren, you've had some pretty awkward moments when you couldn't actually tell them what you wanted to tell them. Um, um, Sylvia says, Nelcourt, what happens if you are caught in the lie? Um, okay, you and I, Blacklight, will agree to disagree on that. All right, that's no problem. But we're just having a general conversation about the fact that it is really not practical to tell people to always be honest. We can't always be honest. We're not even always honest with ourselves. And I really think that particularly what we tell our children can be very dangerous. We have to start equipping our children for the real world. That's one of the things I found as a parent that was very difficult. When you transition from saying always, I tell my girls, always be honest with me. Always be honest with me and your mothers. Always. We must know you are telling us the truth 100% of the time, all the time. No questions asked. We must know. I cannot tell them to always be honest in every situation with everyone because they could be in a situation where honesty might end their life. Honesty might not work out for them. Honesty might end up hurting someone they don't want to hurt. So I kind of think the extremities of which, okay, let me put it another way. The world is simply not black and white. It's not, it's basically shades of gray. That's really what the world that we live in. So how do we equip ourselves and our children for that world? I understand that some people's religious beliefs or their moral beliefs or what they were taught will tell them you must always be honest, but you can't always be honest. It's not in your best interest or in anybody's best interest. And in fact, I'm not even sure if you can actually always be honest. It may end up doing far more harm than you want to do. I'm just looking at this from a different perspective. I'm just saying because I've always wondered about this terminal. Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. I don't know if honesty is the best policy. I have sought to be honest most of my life. But I'm not gonna lie to you all. I have had moments where I've had to tell a fib or two. I have had moments where I could not tell the person the absolute truth because the damage I would have done to that person, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it in any way, shape, or So if it says no, we can't say everything. Now, of course, says, do we want to be in relationships that we have to lie? Oh, I'm not saying that, Nelcourt, and I agree with you. I agree that it is not in your best interest to be in a relationship where you have to be constantly lying to the person. I'm just saying that there are going to be relationships, generalities, business, work, community, where you can't always be completely honest. It's just not possible. There are situations where telling the truth is going to end up doing far more harm than you'd ever want it to do. I'm not talking about life and death situations. I'm talking about small situations or situations where you could be endangered. And just as everything known doesn't have to be spoken of, it's not conducive. Nelco says, I think there might be a difference in my mind about honesty. I'm just telling lies. I think it is deadly and dangerous to walk around lying to everybody about every single thing. I think if you're a pathological liar, you need help, you need to go seek help. I think you cannot be in a relationship and just continuously tell lies to your partner. That's going to be destructive. But I'm saying there are moments when lying may be your best option. Nell Court brought up one where teaching her children that there are times when you may have to lie to save your life because that actually does happen and has happened in the past. I'm saying that it is scientifically proven unequivocally. Go and research it. I had all the notes, and because of the rat, I just got lost. Unequivocally, it has been scientifically proven that children who lie and lie early tend to succeed far more in life. They're far more intelligent. Um, and I'm saying again that most of the people that we know, the great leaders, the great business people, the great politicians, tend to be people who lied and have had to tell us lies and have had to, you know what? Let's do something else. Nelcourt, Angel, Vermont, Roxine, if you're still here, all of you, type what you consider a lie. What is a lie to you? Nelcourt says, I think, okay, okay. Angel says, especially if you work in a law office. That's also very true. I totally agree. Sometimes you need to flat out look at a person and lie. Furman says, I hope I'm honest to a fault, but I'm not saying that truth does not have a gray area I dabble in. Okay, Tony says, okay, I lie to relatives when they ask to borrow money. But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that there are going to be moments when it won't always pay. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. There are going to be moments, people, when it won't always pay, just to be honest. Um, and I know that this is a very kind of weird place for us to be having this discussion. Angel says being a drug addict. Yeah. Um, but I'm just saying, look, I have this theory. You can tell me if I'm wrong. I have this theory that sometimes we were not equipped properly by our parents because they didn't know better. And I think a lot of the things that we are taught that have come down are not always all exactly correct. Um, Vermin says, I'm seriously poor. I have no money at all. I just pretend I live in a tent. Hmm. Then you are a very good liar, Vermin. And I could relate to that. I could. Are we really teaching our children the right thing? That's the question I keep asking. I think I want to say to my children, don't lie to me, don't lie to my mom, to your mom. Be honest with them. Ace says good morning. Hey Ace, weren't you here earlier? How are you, Ace? I am Ace. I am so sorry, so sorry, Ace. I just got Justin. What's going on, Justin? How you doing? What's going on, bro? Welcome to the live. It's good to have you here, Ace. I'm just saying that we may have to rethink, just like how we went from walking to riding some animal to horse and buggy to cars to planes to boats. I'm saying at some point, bicycles, bikes. I'm saying we may have to rethink some of the morality that we teach our children so that they have better survival skills and how we teach those children. I am not saying, people, I'm not advocating that we should go out and lie. I'm not saying that lying is the, like, what we should go do and we should always lie. I am saying honestly, we we may be ill-equipping our children by telling them honesty is the best policy, because it may not always be the best policy. It may not. And we live in a world, right? Oh, Justin, I'm so sorry. I didn't. I think I read something about that. It's because of the outbreak, right? Vivid says, I would say lying depends on the issue or subject, especially when it comes to money. Agreed. But do you all think, if you had a choice, knowing what you know now as more mature persons, most of you, would you have said to your younger children, listen, don't lie to us, never ever lie to us, but there are going to be moments in your life where it may not be in your best interest or in the interest of anyone to tell the absolute truth? That's what I'm asking. Would you ever, at this stage, would you go back, if you could go back in time and say to your children, I know that I told you honesty is the best policy, but it's not always the best policy. Nelcourt says, okay, Nelcourt says, is it not? it is not best, but do we lie about having a disease? Laugh out loud. Are you saying I'm not mature, Peter? Okay, you're right. You're extremely mature. Um, I'm going to do this. Okay, let me confess something to y'all. I did not want to ever use a platform where people can just come on the platform, because I've seen some weird stuff happen on YouTube and other platforms where you have a guest and they do things and say things that but I think the people here, the core people here, are people that I'm comfortable with and I can trust. So I think I'm going to do a few instances like this. Would be nice if we had a link and you guys could come on and express yourselves, and we just have like a real conversation. What I'm trying to do is I love doing the songs for you guys. I love singing for you. I love making you feel good, because the truth is, when I make you feel good, I feel good too. But it's also imperative for me, for us to grow intellectually, mentally, spiritually, in every way. And I just want you guys to be good, whole human beings. So I just wanted to use today, where we can have like conversations about stuff that may be relevant in a real way to our lives. And then Saturdays and Sundays, we just party like it's 1999. Oh, it's been 1999. So I'm gonna be putting up but so I normally am much more organized, but because of the rad people, everything kind of went out of whack, and I started so very very late. So I'm happy that some of you are patient enough to wait on me and just be here. It just says, I told my no A says, I told my son everything that he needed for life skills. So Ace, did you ever tell your son there are times when you may have to not tell the truth? Did you ever tell your son that? Vermin says, laugh out loud. Well, Vermin, you have the soul of a teenager. You're like me. Aja says, um, you can tell that, but in the end, it's up to the child whether it's an advantage to tell their parents. He says no. He says no. She's never. What I'm saying, Angel, is that we need to tell our children to give them proper life skills, because of the world that we now live in. I am thinking that we should say to them, never ever lie to us, because we have to have your back. I'm saying you should not just go tell lies. It's very dangerous. It's dangerous to you and the people around you. But I'm saying there might be moments in your life when you have to bend the truth. And I think really what we're talking about now is, what exactly do we consider a lie? Is a lie something that's actually dangerous to everyone around us? And aren't some lies not that dangerous? Like, okay, you're with a woman, or you're with a gentleman, and and he or she has put on, a little, they've gotten a little fluffy, saying, they're looking good. They still look good, they're still hot, they're still sexy, but they got a little fluffy, and they turn to you one day and say, like I would turn and say, wait, I still look the same, and she might say, yeah, 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 you look nice. But the thing is, you don't want me to feel bad, so you're saying, you look okay, you look okay, and then she might add, you could lose a pound or two, but you still look sweet. You get what I'm trying to say to you. um, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I mean, aren't there going to be those moments, or the boss says to you, if you are late one more morning, you're fired, and you get in and you're late. The boss comes in, but no, the boss doesn't know you are late, and you need the job, and the boss says, Peter, were you late? You're gonna say, yes, boss, I was late. No one is gonna do that unless they're nuts. Who's gonna do that? Vermin says, I found something yesterday in my collection. I would like to see your reaction. May I share it? Yeah, of course, my brother. You're my brother. You can share anything. A says, it depends on the subject. Thank you, Peter. That's right. But you're right with white lie, they call it. Yes. Yeah, that's it. Angel says, okay, what if they tell you they did something illegal, and the opportunity asks you about it? Okay, authorities, would you tell on your child? Nope. First of all, my child is not going to do anything illegal. But if they did anything illegal, the way I brought up both my girls, they'd be come to me first. If they committed a crime or something akin to a crime, I'm telling you, they would come to me directly. And then we'd have a long conversation. And if I need to get a lawyer, we get a lawyer. But no, and I think I'm going to be honest. I think most parents that's going to be their instinct. Now, if they tell me they murdered someone or they did something that is so destructive that it's going to cost many lives, yeah. But before I did that, I would sit with my child and say, I'm going to have to tell them the truth, right? Because what you did is really deadly and dangerous. You get what I'm saying? We are more attached to the hips, and it's the same thing with our partners. If you have someone you love very very much and they did something, what would you do? I'm just saying that. I mean, it's like what I'm saying was about your boss. Would you tell your boss you came late, knowing that you're going to lose your job? If you tell him you came late and he had no proof that you came late, most people wouldn't. If you are if you are in a situation, for instance, where your rent needs to be paid on the first of the month, you do not have the money, but you think you may have it in a week. Are you going to go to? Most people are going to go to the landlord if they have a good landlord and say, "Hey, I don't have the rent, but I think I'm going to have it." But they're also going to be people who know they don't have the rent, they don't know where it's coming from, but they don't want to be living on the street, so they're going to lie. So, what I'm saying is, or the police that pulls you over and says, you were going 50, and you said, "But officer, and you knew you were going 50." And you said, "But officer, is this a 50-mile-an-hour zone or some crap like that?" You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that we all tell fibs, and it doesn't justify the act that we tell fibs. And I'm not telling people to tell them, but I'm saying the world that we now live in, listen to me, guys, is a completely different world than the world I grew up in. This is a very different place. A lot of what we see in this world is built around fabrication. It's built around Alice in Wonderland. Ace says, yes, I knew everything so I can help him, but he's 29 now. I had my son at 16. Ooh, that's why you're so cute, Ace. You look like a baby. People, Ace is beautiful. Seriously. Ace says, I will protect my family like a she-bat. You should have it. Okay, looking at it now, bro. But I'm just saying, if we are to be honest, there are a lot of things that we say that we want to do, but I'm not sure how easy it is for us to do it. Bruce, is this an original? Oh yes, it's an original. Who wrote on it, Bruce? People. Wow. Bruce, you got to take really good care of this, man. I mean, like really, really good care of this. He just showed me. Can I share this with them, Bruce? Bruce and I are musical connoisseurs, right? We love music, and he has an original Beatles. Look at this. I don't know if you can see. Wow. That's so cool. That's so cool. So cool. Wow, Bruce. Man, I wish I could be at your house and just rummage through your LPs and your 45s and your vinyl. I would love to do that. I saw it. That's, whoa, really, really cool. That's a lot of money Bruce has. Right there. You all know I love the Beatles, right? Look, I'm just saying, are we teaching our children real life skills anymore when we tell them these things? And I know that it's a slippery slope for some. Like, I know that if you're deeply religious, you're going to say, Peter, you should never ever lie, etc., etc., etc. But I'm just saying, don't we all lie? We lie to even ourselves, listen, okay, I found out something 2 days ago. A very close friend of mine, somebody who I admire super talented, lovely, beautiful human being. I found out that she she's suffering from cancer. She never told me. Now, uh, her little one shared it with me after she had had surgery. But I couldn't be mad at her because I understood that that's something she didn't want to share. She probably didn't want to share it because she knew how it would impact me, and I'm already going through a lot of stuff. She didn't want to share it because she was in denial about it. She didn't. I mean, what I'm saying is, doesn't she have the right in that situation to not tell me the truth? So when are you okay? And she said, yeah, I'm okay. That's technically lying to me. But doesn't she have that right to say, it's like uh look, we all have pride. We all have oh, so cool. It's so cool, Angel. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Oh, by the way, members, have you seen the new stickers? They are dope. We're gonna be getting more too. We got a rubber ducky. Woo! The new stickers are dope, man. They're cool. They're cool. They're cool. And we got more. We got more. I'm just saying. I mean, because technically she did lie to me, but do I have the right to know the truth in that situation? If I'm having serious money issues, which many of us are across the globe, and someone says, "Hey, Peter, is everything good?" and I say, "Yeah, man, everything is good." Am I lying? I mean, and if I am lying, don't I have the right to keep that information to myself? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, she does. My sister passed away from cancer. It was horrible. I'm so sorry, Ace. I'm really sorry about that. I'm really sorry. Ace says, sickness, how you feeling? I understand that. Yeah, she does. But this is what I'm saying. I'm saying, aren't there moments when we have a right to not share the truth, even with our partners? Um, what I'm saying is that when we are growing up, they teach us that life is black and white. They think they don't tell us the truth. Life is shades of gray. It's somewhere there in the middle. There are going to be times, I mean, where you're not going to tell your partner the truth, and you're not trying to be destructive or hide. I'm not talking about you cheating on them or anything like that. Because if we are to follow this, then you need to be honest about every single solitary thing. I had a friend who at the beginning of the pandemic, his family, they had just purchased their first home. They just bought their home, and I have a friend, and 2 months into the pandemic, he lost his job. Hey, we got a super chat from the boss, TR. Super chat. Thank you so very much, bro. I don't want to spend that money because you gave it to me. Every time you all tip me, I don't want to go. Thank you so very much, man. Thank you so very much for the super chat, bro. So I'm saying he lost his job, people, and he had no idea where he was going to find the money to pay the mortgage for the new house that they had just moved into. He had no clue. And he did not share this. TR, I am so happy you're here, man. We're discussing whether or not it always pays to be honest. And I know you are an intellectual. You are such a bright person, like all these other amazing people in the stream. And we are really curious. I am really curious to know you, because I was saying that sometimes we teach our children that they must always be honest. And I was saying what I teach my girls is always be honest with me. Be honest with your parents, so we know you're always telling us the truth. You get what I'm saying? SF Rose, my sister's in the building with my brother. Thank you. I'm happy you are here. You guys are everywhere. You're the best. So we are wondering, are we really teaching our children proper life skills? Nell Court said she's taught her children that there are times when, especially if it is to save their life, they may have to lie, they may have to fib. Is it really in our best interest, people, to actually always tell the truth? Should we tell our children to always tell the truth? Are we giving them proper life skills? Because as they get older, and TR and SF, I need to hear your thoughts on this. And scientifically, by the way, they've proven that children who lie, I'm repeating it for you and SF Rose TR. They've proven scientifically that children who start lying earlier, who tell lies from an earlier age, are far more intelligent and they tend to be far more successful in life. I also brought up the point that most of our most successful people, billionaires, politicians, authors, a lot of these people who are super successful tend to be people who have bent the truth more often than not. So should we actually be teaching our children that you must always be honest? Because I'm not sure if that's really a good idea. And I was saying that what I teach my children, my girls, is be honest with me at all times. Because there are many things that we teach our children that are ultimately not safe. You know, it's almost like when we say to children, be wary of strangers, and most children are abducted by people they know. You know, SF Rose, TR, what do you guys think? I'm just saying that I know for the persons who are deeply religious that for them, you know, it must mean something. You know, they must be saying, you know, I mean, what the heck is this? You know, but I am thinking that, especially in the world we live in today, people, where pretty much most of what we see around us is fabricated. Almost everything on social media is fabricated. We are not sure about anything that we see on social media. We are not sure about the truth of anything that we're seeing. The women on IG, I'm not sure if they actually look that way. I don't know if the guy on YouTube who tells me, hey, if you follow what I'm telling you, you'll make 50,000 US dollars a month. I don't know if he's telling me the truth. I have no proof that he's telling me the truth. I have no reason to. In other words, there's so much fabrication going on around us. It may be in our best interest to teach our children, be honest with us and be aware that people lie. And there may be moments in your life where you may have to bend the truth, because a lot of what's happening around you isn't real. You know, like on YouTube, people, we're all YouTubers. Most of us here are content creators. And you know that these people on YouTube who say, hey, look at this. I got a check for $100,000. Oh, I got a check for $10,000. I know it's BS. Man, come on. But it's people are selling an idea. And you know, I believe in the power of thought and words, and I believe that you must speak things into being. But I'm saying to really equip our children for the real world, the world that's around us. I mean, TR has a 16-year-old, I think. Are you going to tell your child, always be honest with everyone, even if it is to your detriment? Like the example I give of the boss. You know what I'm saying? Oh, 18. All right, cool. I'm sure she's as bright as daddy. I mean, would you tell your child? I mean, given the world that we live in today, the world that we've lived in the last 20 years, where there's so much deception, there's so much deceit, how is our child going to survive if they're only telling the truth constantly into adulthood? From today, when I check, I'm get it. I check the engine light. It's just something that I have really been curious about for a moment, people. Like, how safe is it for us to actually say it? Because this is a very slippery slope for most people. And when we think of honesty, I'm not talking about being honest to your partner or your wife or your life partner or, you know, your parents. I'm saying, aren't there moments when you may have to bend the truth? Aren't there moments when you may you may have to not be completely honest with the person about what's going on? Roman says, oh, I don't believe a word my daughter says. She's full of it. But that means your daughter is very bright, Roman. That means your daughter is very bright. The people I went to high school with, the guys I went to high school with, the guys who have done the most, have succeeded the most, were the ones even in high school. They lied constantly. They just never stop lying. I used to say they have a very active imagination, and these people have been extremely successful in their life. So when I read that, that's those studies that said children, it's proven that children who lie, especially the earlier they lie, the more intelligent they are, they tend to do better in life. But I know this goes against a lot of our deep-seated religious beliefs. It goes against a lot of the things that we are taught growing up as children. But as I said earlier, if we went from walking to riding an animal to a buggy to horse and carriage to bicycle to tricycle to bike to car to now jets and rockets, we may have to elicit change in how we see the world around us, because our job as parents and as human beings, not just our children, is to equip ourselves for the reality around us. Because would you, as I said, your boss says, if you are late one more time, I'm going to fire you. You come to work 15 or 20 minutes late, but luckily for you, your boss is not there. Everybody in the building likes you, so they're not going to tell your boss. Okay, you sign in, you punch in as if you came in on time. He doesn't know. Your boss comes in, the boss says, Peter, were you late this morning? Are you going to say yes, knowing you're going to lose your job? No, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. The police stops you. The police said, you broke you went across the unbroken line. And you say, officer, I didn't. And he said, you sure? And he said, officer, I didn't, because you're going to get a $300 ticket. Come on, people. I'm not advocating lying. I'm just saying maybe we need to adjust our concept of what lying is. Or how do we equip our children to live in a world where there's so many lies? Politicians lie. We hear worse. There are people who tell the lies so much times they believe the lie is the truth. Those are even more. I think those people are super dangerous. Vermin said, "Oh, she's a teacher. I think it's programming. That's why you teach them from babies." Vermin says, Peter, do you think they told the first men in space they were 100% sure it was safe? I am pretty sure they didn't tell them that, Vermin. I mean, based on what I've read, they didn't tell them that it was 100% safe. They took the risk. They did. A says, so does the teacher where I am lie? They said they had him to medicate him. No, yes, I think. So he says, Peter, were you late for your Ellis? Oh yeah, I was exactly 13 minutes late because of that rat. He was a rat warrior for true. You're basically asking what kind of world we want to live with. That's really the question, Nelcourt. That's really the question. Because how do we equip our children for this insanity that we now live in? I mean, it's a beautiful world, but there's some crazy stuff going on around us. And the truth is, if there are human beings out there who believe the earth is flat, and all power to them, big up to you. I mean, remember, there are people who believe in aliens. There are people who believe in all kinds of things. And you cannot tell them that they're not correct. So at what point, when we say lying, what exactly are we talking about? How do we equip our children to live in this reality? Now, I believe, honestly, in my heart, that we should pretty much always be honest. I kind of think that once you start spiraling down the road of fabrication and lies, you can do a lot of damage, not just to yourself, but to a whole lot of other people. But I also think that there are moments, right, when we are going to be forced to, how would I say it? There are going to be moments when we're going to be forced to adjust the truth. Abby Dallas! What a god, Abby? People, the super talented superstar Abby Dallas is in the stream. What a god, Abby? We are discussing if it pays to be honest, Abby Dallas. Are you always honest, Abby Dallas? Do you believe that human beings should always be honest? I am very, very good, Abby. Once I wake up, I'm feeling good. Oh my goodness! One of my favorite people is in my stream. People, if you have not checked out this young lady's stream, you are missing out. She's got a great stream. You can talk your way. You can talk your way to healthy relationship. It's also in my stream. Baby girl is in the stream. White Ford vlog. Miss Beautiful is in the stream. What's going on, White Ford vlog? What's up? What's going on? Ace says 29 earns more a day than they do a week. So they said he had to add. He doesn't. Honesty is the best policy, but I understand what you're saying. But is honesty really the best policy? I mean, that's really the question for the stream. And we all seem to be saying it's not always the best policy to be honest. We seem to be saying that. And I'm saying, should we actually teach our children to always be honest? In other words, when do we teach our children, okay, there are moments in your life when you may have to lie because it may save your life. It may create a moment when you feel safer. That's kind of important. At what point? White Ford, what's going on? I enjoyed your stream the other night. I'll be back. Most definitely. Don't forget, people, tomorrow night, it's party night. Music non-stop. Tomorrow, Sunday night, we kick back with those love songs, and we're just going to kick back. Tomorrow night, I start at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be dope. And on Sunday night, I start at 5:30 p.m. Jamaica time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be dope. Last Sunday was amazing. I had so much fun. Today we explore the world and we talk. We do all kinds of stuff. But I am honestly this goes against everything we are taught, because we are taught, as a Peter, it's a party, but you're going to kick back. I'm going to kick back on Sunday. Saturday is straight party. Saturday is any song they step into the stream and ask for, they get it. If I know it, we sing it. Don't know it, sing something else. Sunday, though, we kind of do like a laid back, easy like Sunday morning vibration. Very, very nice vibration. You know what I'm saying? White Ford, I'm definitely going to be back. Abby Dallas, you have not answered me. Are you always honest? Do you think a human being must always be honest? SF Rose, sis, you have not answered me. TR, do you think we must always be honest? Yeah, last week was awesome, Ace. It really was amazing. You did answer. What did you say? What did you say? Did you say yes? No? Maybe so? Okay, people. Abby. Ooh. People, I love me some Abby Dallas. Abby Dallas can sing like a bird. Oh. You Can Talk. I would love to hear your opinion on this. This beautiful lady, You Can Talk, is remarkable. Her streams are remarkable. Her lives are awesome. Her vlogs are awesome. And she gives excellent life tips. Abby says, I believe in honesty, but not all the time it pays off. Agreed. Yes. Right, first, it depends on the situation, host. But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, White Floyd, that we tend to teach our children, parents teach our children to always be honest, that they must never lie. But scientists have kind of proven that what happens is that when children start lying at an early age, the earlier they tell lies, the brighter those children are, the more intelligent they are, and those children tend to do better in life in general. As I says, Peter, you make Abby type it twice. It's great to have her in the stream, though. I love Abby Dallas. I hope I can get her to come on my stream and sing. People, Abby can sing. Now I do a song with Abby, let me tell her that. Abby can sing. And listen, Abby, and here's the thing about Abby too. She's not only can she sing, but she can perform, and people, she hot. She look good. She pretty. Like I said, I'm lucky, all the hot people step into my stream. I've good looking people in my stream. I'm telling you. White Ford, I'm definitely going to be back. I really enjoyed your stream the other night. Melgadale. You Can Talk. Are you still here? Are you still here? Nelcourt says, so now I think I'm stupid because I don't lie. No, you're not stupid. They're just saying that children who start lying very, very early tend to do well in life, and it's a sign of intelligence, I guess, because they're trying to manipulate you. I had all the data, you know, but that rat, that bigger than me, then it threw me off, man. The rat threw me off completely. A says, okay, all right, guys. Mm-hmm. Nelcourt, there's no way. You're too bright. All the people in my stream are awesome. This is an awesome tribe, people. So we be awesome people in my may I tell you? Oh, I got a little too Jamaican, didn't I? Sorry, but however, should we start teaching our children? Look, you must be honest most of the time, but there are going to be times when you may have to fib. Never fib to mommy and daddy or grandma and grandpa, but there are going to be times when you may have to fib, you know, may have to twist the truth just a tad bit, because everything and most of the things around us, Abby, they're not real anymore. I mean, social media has changed the globe in a way that is almost comical, because you don't even know what's real. You don't know what's real. There are people, Survivor Girl, what's going on? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the chat. There are people I know personally on Instagram, and they're really nice people. But if you didn't know them, you think they're billionaires. They are not billionaires. But again, at the same time, we are taught that word is power. You must think it and see it and be it. You can talk your way to a healthy relationship. I'd really love to hear your opinion on this. Do you think that it actually pays to always be honest? You're a communication expert. Survivor God, it's great to see you in the stream. Do you think it actually pays to always be honest? You can talk your way to a healthy relationship, to healthy relationships. I really would love to hear your thoughts on that. Because let's be honest, there are going to be times when our children will have to lie. There are going to be times when we as adults we fabricate. I'm not saying we should walk around and just lie about everything, but I'm saying, you know, it's like I said about your boss. You come back late one more time, and you're going to lose your job. Did you come late this morning? No, I didn't. I mean, does it always pay? The person that I said earlier, who you're in a relationship with someone that you love very much, she loves you or he loves you, the person loves you, and you go away for the weekend, business trip, honest to God, business trip, no intentions, everything is all good. You go somewhere. Let's make it complicated. Let's complicate it. You go somewhere and someone spikes your drink, and you end up having sex with this person. You are hammered. You don't even know you do it. You wake up the following morning and say, wait a minute, did I actually have sex with this person? What do? Do you go home and say to your partner, I went on this business trip, I think I was drugged, and I ended up having sex? Or do you say, okay, I am not going to tell anyone that I did this? What do you do? You know, what is your choice in a situation like that? Tony says entanglement. Tony, Sid, what's going on, man? I hear you're going fishing. You know when I come up with doing that, bro? I've never been fishing. Ever. Yes, straight entanglement. What do you do in that situation? Are you going to be, okay, Mr. Fulton, no problem. I'll check it out. Mr. Fulton has a new video out, people. We should go give him some love later. What do you do in that situation? Are you going to tell the person, considering that it may end your relationship? Because the person may say, that story doesn't sound right. Someone spiked your drink and you end up having sex with them. How convenient. What do you do then? You know, at what point do you say to yourself, okay, you know what? You know, my problem though, here's the situation. A says yes. Here's what's happening. Carter Club, what's going on, Carter Club? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. here's a problem I have, people. I'm going to be honest with you. One of the issues that I found, right, is that one of the worst things you can do in a relationship where lying is concerned is walk around with a lie trapped in you. Where you know you've done something you shouldn't do in a relationship and you've lied to your partner. That is never a good one. That walking around that weight, I have done that, and I'm telling you, people, it don't work out. It that never works out ever. Oh, okay. You can talk your way to healthier relationships. Says it always pays, but sometimes you still end up in the negative. It depends on if you want to suffer the potential consequences or not. But you can talk. What if it? Nelcourt made a very interesting statement. She said she's taught her children that for the sake of their safety, there are times that they may have to fib, they may have to lie. You know, someone is trying to seduce them, lure them in, or something. What about that situation? What about also the situation where you are at work and this lie? By telling this lie, you're going to keep your job. If you don't tell a lie, you are definitely going to lose your job. You won't be able to pay your rent, your bills. Your children will go hungry. Um, I'm just saying, and also you can talk. One of the things I was saying is that in today's world with social media, etc., a lot of what we see around us, it's not real. It's not real. It's fabricated. You know, I was talking about the people I see on YouTube, and I'm still a very very new YouTuber who say, "Hey, oh, I got this check for $5,000, $50,000, $100,000. You follow what I tell you, you'll be able to make this money every week." I know that that's crap. There's so many things that are what I'm saying is you can talk your way to healthy relationships. How do we equip ourselves and our children for this world that we now live in? Human beings have always lied and always fabricated, but now we have camera phones and we have ways of manipulating footage. We can we can create a reality that doesn't exist. I mean, there are editing software that I can be sitting here, and by the time I finish editing I'm sitting at the top of the Himalayas. What do you do then? You know, how do you equip your child to succeed? And by the way, they've proven that most very successful people, the business leaders, the political leaders, a lot of the great leaders fib constantly. They're constantly fibbing. So what do we do then? That's all I was saying. What is our step? How do we teach our children to survive in that world? Ace says it happened already without the sex part. I got told after. So, okay. Ace, the world is going crazy. Kartika always fibbing. I don't know if the world is going crazy, Ace. I just think people are evolving, and because technology is evolving, the ways that we tell. I mean, 100 years ago, if I was a leader of Wubba Wubba Nation and I told a lie, it would take 6 months to a year, if not 2 to 3 years, to span the globe. If I'm a leader of a nation now and I tell a lie at 3 o'clock, at 3:05 it would have spanned the globe. So I'm saying, how do you how do you equip your child or your children or yourself to deal with a world of fabrication without them knowing what a lie is and how to tell a lie themselves? How do you equip them? The farmer said it's a fib or not telling all the facts. All right. I had to tell the hotel our 18 to get it done early the next day. It was crazy, Peter. Okay. Melkor said, how about we ask what type of person falls victim to those lies and teach the kid from that point? That's also a very, very interesting place to look at it. But and I'm not even going to argue with that because I'm not really here to with an opinion. I'm really saying that is when we teach our children and when we teach ourselves and when we were taught, never, ever, ever, ever lie about anything. Always tell the truth. Did that really help us? Who did it help? I mean, did parents tell their children, do parents tell their children that so the children never lied to them? And I'm also saying, aren't there moments when telling a lie may actually save your life or your job or your situation? And then to go deeper, what exactly is a lie? Because if we live in a situation now where one man believes the world is round and another man believes the world is flat, and if you sit with both of them, the science would say the world is round. The flat earth believer is going to tell you that he's right. And the scientists are all lying. And the guy who believes that the world is wrong, what I'm saying is, then the whole concept of what a lie is becomes super subjective and even more complex. So now, that's a very, very good point. That's an excellent point, actually. And of course, you can talk your way to healthy relationships. You've all made excellent points. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, if the overwhelming science seems to imply that the people who fib occasionally tend to thrive and do better in life, are we teaching our children the right thing? And I know this is what you call a moral dilemma, because we want our children to be honest and we want to be honest. But just like Vermin said earlier in the stream, he may say to his beautiful lady on a night when she'd normally look 10 out of 10, but she might look 8. And she said, "Baby, how do I look?" He said, "Oh, you look 10 out of 10." Because he doesn't want her to feel bad, or because he knows she may have some sort of issue. So, I mean, or just like, you get what I'm saying? Vivek says lie when it's necessary. He says, "This is why I don't like negativity." Yeah. Yep. The TR show, may I send you a photo to share with SF Rose? Read where it says he was born. Yeah. So people, tomorrow's stream, right? Um, it's party. Saturday night party. We gonna party. You just come with the songs. Members get 3. Our visitors and other family members get 2. The person who you guys know the rules. You know who controls the stream and how they control the stream. They decide which songs are played, etc. We do that. Also, tomorrow we're going to do something a little different. Streets Rock Entertainment. What's going on? We're going to do something a little different tomorrow night. Tomorrow. Wait. Let me stop. You can talk your way to health relationships. I understand what you're saying. This is a loaded question. I can't answer this in a quick text. I believe everything is purposed, and even if we make a bad decision, it can be used for our own good. See, that's why I'm such a huge fan of you. That's the perfect answer, because the question is really loaded, and that's why I decided on this particular question. Um, it is loaded because what has happened is we are taught as human beings in absolutes, and my experience is that absolutes don't really work. It is imperative that we are truthful. This is how I see it. My opinion. We need to be truthful to ourselves. It is really not in your best interest to lie to yourself. That's really dangerous. 2, we need to be truthful to the people that we consider most important in our lives. Our family, friends, but there are even going to be times when we may withhold information, like my friend not telling me that she had cancer because I had just lost my other father, Linda's dad, and I had also lost my godson. And she thought it would burden me. But also, she has a right to not share that information with me. And I mean, even if I'm married to someone, she may not have the right. She may have the right to not tell me she has cancer or she's sick. But for me, you need to be honest with yourself all the time. Like, you need to be honest with you. If you're honest with nobody else, you got to be honest with you. You Can Talk says, what we often perceive to be the worst outcome can end up being our greatest blessing. We teach our children to move through faith and not fear. That is beautiful. And that is Absolutely correct. I actually agree with that 1,000%. Um, I think we need to be first honest with ourselves. Be honest with yourself. Uh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can I refresh, Peter, please? Yes, 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 Ace. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead and refresh. Ace, go ahead and refresh. Step out and step back in. Um, I agree with what you're saying 1,000%. Uh, I what I've learned as I've gotten a little bit more mature is that there are no absolutes. The world is not about absolutes, and I think what we need to do is equip ourselves and our children with a broad spectrum of reality. Our children, we should not lie to ourselves. That's the first thing. I think as parents, we should really try never to lie to our children. Like, you really try not to lie to them. I mean, of course, there's going to be information that we don't think they're ready for. There's going to be, oh, that's good, Ace. There's going to be information that they're not ready to process. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of think that we can't lie to ourselves. If you have a life partner, a wife, husband, someone you care about, it's not a good thing to lie to that person either. You should have lived through enough experiences so that you know you should be able to be honest with this person. Um, you can talk said something really important, which I wanted to lead to, but we're kind of, which is living a life of fear. Very often in partnerships and in relationships, and even in work, we lie to preserve ourselves, or we lie because of fear. We're moving through a process of fear. It's really about the fear. It's not about anything else. It's about fear. Just that. We're fearful. We are terrified. We 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 do not want a situation where, you get what I'm saying, that we're existing in fear, so we believe that if we tell the truth, we're going to pay a horrific consequence. So she brought up a point that was very, 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 very good. But the world as we know it is evolving and changing and growing, and it's doing all these things. And as I said, we live in a world where there's so much truth, alternative facts, um, that it's created almost like a mural of confusion. We have to teach our children, we have to speak to them from a place of honesty. So, I mean, maybe once they get to a certain point, we need to say to them, Santa Claus isn't really real. Maybe we have to get to a point where we say to them, yeah, baby, fear does keep us hostage. And I think a lot of the reason why people lie is fear. I wanted to get to that. People, I had all my notes and everything, and then I'll tell you the rat story another time. But people at the beginning of the stream heard the rat story. But also, I think we have to equip ourselves and our children. In other words, we have to start saying to our children, at some point, when they're old enough, not too early, we have to say to them, hey, everyone is not going to be always honest. Um, I taught my children, people say, don't trust strangers to their children. I say, don't trust people. I say, danger can come from anywhere. It can come from within your own family. So I have to teach them, I've taught them the signs of what is danger, what can be dangerous. And in that situation, if the only way for them to save themselves is to lie, I want them to tell the best lie that they can possibly tell. Um, I think we may have to adjust some of how we program ourselves and people that we love. I think there are no absolutes. I think we should try to be as honest as we always can. I think there are going to be moments when we can't be completely honest. There are going to be moments when we don't think the person is ready for that honesty, or we don't think we are ready to be honest, or we think the consequences may be so horrendous that we don't want to be honest. And those are the moments when we have to act in faith, and we cannot live in a process of fear. But I'm also saying that the world around us is changing, I think we need to really reflect on what's happening around us, and we need to be aware of what's going on around us. Because just think about what I just said. Some people think the earth is flat, and the majority of us think it's round. And you cannot tell the guy who or the lady who thinks the earth is flat that they're nuts. Because and they will tell you, if you think the world is round or octagon or square, that you're nuts. Social media has created the other problem where we have all these alternative facts. I absolutely abhor that terminology. It's just lies. Massive groups of people come up with these insane theories and ideas. But the truth is, they have a right to think it. So, how do we equip our children? How do we say to our children and those we care about, listen, not because it's wearing a suit and it has on a tie and it sounds educated, it may not be telling you the correct thing. We may have to teach those we care about, our children, to research on their own, to do their own research. Do not just okay. I've said in the stream before. I have taught my girls: do not accept anything anyone tells you. Question everything and everyone, because we all have an agenda. My agenda is because I love you all. Is because I want you and I to evolve, to become our better selves. But that may not be everybody's agenda. So um, we could talk about this for the next 50 hours. All right, now listen. I was saying tomorrow, Saturday night, party time. Here's the thing. Yeah, members, 3 songs. You get 3 songs. Bring 3 songs. The stream is going to be controlled by the persons who add color to the stream. That's just the truth. We do. If I know the song, I'll sing it. If I don't know, so that's why I say bring 2. If you are not a member, 2 songs. Members, 3 songs. And depending on the category of membership, like the highest category gets 4 songs. Now, what you do is bring a song. If I don't know it, bring a secondary and a third song that I can just do that song for you, and we just have fun, and it's light and it's breezy, and we have mukbang, because Tony Damien love the mukbang, and I'm actually gonna sing the hippo song for Tony Damien tomorrow night. Yes, because I learned it. Sunday night, so tomorrow night it's 7 p.m. Jamaica time or 8 p.m. Eastern. That's when we go live tomorrow, and we're not late because there won't be any rat tomorrow. Okay. Invite your friends, come on over. Last weekend was amazing. Sunday now we have what we call Smooth Sailing Sundays, and the entire idea of Smooth Sailing Sundays is just that, smooth sailing Sundays. I see Tony David, everybody loves the rubber ducky emoji, everybody loves it. So Smooth Sailing Sundays is about the love songs, the soft rock, the laid back stuff. And we had some great, last week we had some amazing selections. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this particular stream. What I'm doing is I'm evolving the channel, and the truth is I miss all of you. I have no idea how much I'm loving them. I'm loving them. I'm missing them. I'm not seeing you all for like 5 days. I feel like I'm going nuts. So I love being around you. What I'm going to do with this part of the stream, we're going to expand it and stuff, and we're going to have some other stuff, surprises. I may do a surprise live stream during the week next week, just random. So just look out for that. Next month in November, we do a stream for our members. It's going to be dope. And before the end of the year, we do a full concert for our members. It's going to be dope. Tomorrow night, we have something special, all right? We're going to be auctioning some of my Peter Lloyd merch. We have t-shirts and we have CDs. Now, what's going to be different about these is that I'm going to personally autograph the 3. We're going to be auctioning 3 t-shirts and I think 2 or 3 CDs, and I'm going to be personally auctioning it. Autographing it. To you. I send you love when you aren't here, Peter. I know. I missed. People, I'm just going through a lot. I'm dealing with a lot. Linda's and my other dad's his memorial services on Sunday, and then we have to do our godson's memorial service. So there's a lot happening. So I really missed all of you. I love you people. So you people are remarkable. You have no idea how awesome you all are. You're truly amazing, awesome human beings. And I kind of miss these streams, where we used to just hang out and talk. What I'm also going to do with these streams too is I'm going to invite some of you to come up and speak. I'm very hesitant about that because I've seen, not with you all, but I've seen some horrific things happen on people's streams that people drop their clothes and all kind of weird stuff. No, my people ain't going to do that. So I'm going to use another platform so I can give you a link and you guys can come up and we can talk. Because you are all so knowledgeable, and that's the beautiful thing about being around people who are so wise. Y'all are so wise for teenagers. You know what I'm saying? So Sunday is going to be Smooth Sailing Sunday. Last week's Sunday, I don't know about you guys, but last week's Sunday I think was the best we have ever had. That was a dope stream. Tomorrow, Saturday night, we have, so come ready for the auction tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun, and bring your song list. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm so looking forward to that. Oh, if you have not yet, I'm doing a series on working out at home, because not everybody wants to go to the gym, right? Not everybody wants to do the gym thing. Okay. If Vermin comes in his banana yellow thong, I want to get a picture of it, and I will use it as an emoji. Tony, David, do not let me start laughing in the street. So tomorrow night we have the party. Every genre of music. You just come. We have some fun. I don't care what the genre is. If I know it, I'm going to sing it. The super chat control the stream. The process. Y'all know the rules by now. Everybody gets a song. I love you guys. Then we're gonna do an auction. Like I said, we're gonna be auctioning 3 Peter Lloyd t-shirts. We're gonna tell you the colors. You choose the color, and I'm gonna personally autograph it and send it to you. We're gonna auction off, I think, 2 CDs that I'm gonna also so come ready for the auction tomorrow, and some fun tomorrow. And he's like, so, what was really nice about last Sunday, and I don't see him here tonight, the boss himself, Triple Deuce Scratcher, he was just dropping those lyrics on White Ford Vlog. People, I went to White Ford Vlog stream. She is cute. She's a looker. She's gorgeous. Wow. I tell you, we one of the beautiful things about all you beautiful people here is that y'all are lookers. Y'all are lookers. I can whisper this, but one of the many reasons I like You Can Talk Your Way to healthy relationships is that she is cute. She's also really cute, smart, sweet. Go check out her stream, right? And make sure you guys you subscribe to Vermin Paint. We need to get Vermin Paint to 1,000 subscriptions. So if you can, just go show him some love. He's amazing. He's an awesome person. And we have all these other studs, we have Vermin Paint stud. I'm a stud. TR is a stud. No, we're not. But we're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to our weekend parties, people. Sunday night is gonna be dope. Tomorrow it's 7 p.m. Jamaica time, and make sure you come early. We run for 2 hours. That's 8 p.m. Eastern, and then Sunday it's 5:30 p.m. Jamaica time, which is 6:30 p.m. Eastern, and we do that for an hour and a half. Come with your song selections, people, because we're gonna have fun. And I'm doing Rubber Ducky tomorrow, of course, and I'm doing the hippo song for my sister, the queen of the awesome family, the awesome tribe. It's gonna be great. Ace, all you, you know I love the whole. Okay, so party tomorrow night, auction in the party. And people have been ordering t-shirts and stuff, and I want to say thank you so very much. And did you see how handsome my brother from another mother looks in his Peter Line t-shirt? He looks dope. Vermont paint looks so good. And Sid, bruh, and Tony, sweetness. Tony and Sid must have some gorgeous children. Two good-looking human beings. See, I've got all the good-looking people in my street. All right, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Go check out my. I'm doing a whole series of vlogs on working out at home without equipment, because not everybody can afford to go to no gym. Not everybody wants to go to the gym or feel safe. A whole series of vlogs, so go check them out. It's called Creative Home Workouts. Please go support them. If you have not yet subscribed to the stream, please go subscribe to the stream. If you have not subscribed to the stream, make sure you go do that, please, please, please. And he does hair push-ups. Oh, we have a whole lot of other stuff. But we have in fact, there's a playlist that we're building. Go check it out. But they work. Everything I'm telling you, it works. It works. It works. It works. It works. My hair. That's, you're right. It does look like I'm doing push-up with my hair, because my hair is on the mat, and I'm like, it's kind of funny. I love all of you. You guys are amazing. We do have a membership program. We already have some amazing people here who are members. If you have not yet become a member, I've had a few people reach out to me and say they want to be members, but they don't want anyone to know they're members. It's all good. I won't announce it, because we got a new member the other day and I didn't announce it. So if you want to be a member, join the club. It's all good. If you want to remain quiet, it's all good. But there are a whole lot of benefits to being a member. There's a whole lot of benefits just to being a part of the Awesome Tribe, whether or not you're a member, but we step it up once you're a member. So join us if you want. Bring your friends in, and people, get ready for the party tomorrow night. It's going to be dope. I'm looking forward to the next big concert. It's going to be mad. All right. So tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Jamaica time, 8 p.m. Eastern, Saturday night party. Ain't nobody love me better. I love all of you people. Party tomorrow night as well as auction. Come out and support us, please. We need the support. And of course, see you Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Jamaica time, or 6:30 p.m. Eastern. May love the whole of you. Thank you for hanging out with me and talking. We're gonna be expanding on this. Tony says, no, you are multitasking, sweeping the porch. Why? No, if you notice, Tony, my hair is on the mat. I'm very careful where I put my hair, because it's a lot of hair. See? It's a lot of hair, people. So I have to be very, very careful where I put my hair. So no, Tony, you are wrong. We are there. I love all of you people. Thank you so very much. I see you guys tomorrow. And remember, you are awesome. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best of the best, and you're deserving of the best. I love all of you. Thanks, guys. See you soon. We are